This is hip-hop to the core. How much does RM need to prove more that he is hip-hop? Okay, he's an idol, so fucking what, bro? He has all the goddamn elements of being hip-hop more than a lot of hip-hop artists nowadays. This man is hip-hop. You can't prove me wrong. That is a fucking objective fact. This dude is hip-hop. What are we waiting for, man? Second track, Yun. Now, I am quite interested, intrigued, surprised by this collaboration. Fire. We got ERYKAH BADU, the queen of the neo-soul, R&B, hip-hop legend. ERYKAH BADU is on a collaboration track with RM. I want to know how this happened. Just let me say this off of the bat. Just this collaboration happening. Awesome, bro. I can't wait. I can't wait. Man, you know, on this channel, man, and all my other fucking channels, man, I've realized growing older that a lot of artists don't get the respect they deserve. They don't get the roses they deserve until it's too late and they pass away and people realize, shit, we should have cherished these artists more. I'm doing it all the time whenever I can. That's why I'm so goddamn supportive of RM or anybody in the BTS boys or Blackpink. Yo, stop the fucking bullshitting between the fan bases, like hating on each other. Stop that shit, man. It's disgusting. Stop hating on each other's goddamn opinions, man. Everybody has a right. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, right? Just stop fucking fighting each other. Like, so why we gotta fight each other? Because we like one group, because I like Blackpink and BTS people are mad? Bruh, shut your bitch ass up, man. It's not that deep, right? Damn, I'm getting mad over that shit. But I also wanted to give my rose, and then I switched back into professional mode like that. You know, I could do that. And I also want to give my roses to ERYKAH BADU. I think this is the first time I mentioned her on the channel. A lot of love to what she's created. A lot of respect for her. Incredible artist. One of the OGs, you know, bricklayer in the foundation of hip-hop, R&B, soul. Queen. That's the queen right there. Yeah.
결국 진리에 찾아가야 한다 이게 우리 도남분들에서는 인간의 이제 그 본질인데 신선미 진실하다는 진짜하고 착한 선자하고 아름다운
Typical ERYKAH BADU beat, bro.
내 생각에는 진 하나만 가지면 다 해결돼.
Fuck the trendsetter, I'ma turn back the time far to when I was 9 좋은 것과 아닌 것밖에 없던 그때 차라리 그때가 더 인간이었던 듯해 이쪽 저쪽에서 받았던 손가락질들이 이젠 가야 할 곳이라며 저 산을 가리키지 That's where you belong or you gon' be alone if 뭣도 아닌 그 진심들을 고집하면은 팀 빠진 넌 사실 뭣도 아니야 너는 고속도로서 오솔길로 가려 해 너는 그냥 내 말 좀 들어 그러다 다 잃어 늘 그랬듯 you go with the flow you get better Fuck that shit 애들랑제 lifestyle 내 나의 자리는 경계선의 pipeline 여전히 난 허락되지 않는 꿈을 꿔 아무도 보지 않는 춤을 춰
You keep the silence for you do something now Yeah, yeah You
I wanna be a human before I do some art It's a cruel world but this gon' be my part Cause true beauty is a true sadness Now you can feel my madness I wanna be a human before I do some art It's a cruel world but this gon' be my part Cause true beauty is a true sadness Now you can feel my madness 그는 말했지 늘 먼저 사람이 되라 예술할 생각 말고 놀아 느껴 He know what it did with the techniques What it did with the skills What it did with all the words in your lyrics that you can feel 나 단순히 말한 진리가 뭔지 몰라 다만 그저 찾아가는 예우이 나의 속도와 방향일 때 But to me you the fucking contemporary 여전히 이곳에 살아서 흘러 permanently 이 모든 경계 위에 선자들에게 반드시 보내야만 했던 나의 밤을 건네 반짝이는 불꽃은 언젠가 땅으로 카이사르의 것은 카이사르로 시커멓게 탄 심장 쇠를 뿌린 그 위에 실을 쓴 내 사선을 오갔던 생과 당신이 마침내 이 땅에 남긴 것들에게 나 역시 그저 좀 더 나은 어른이야.
Keep the silence, for you do something now. Yeah, yeah. You be a human till the death of you now. Yeah, yeah.
I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but this gon' be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness. I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but this gon' be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness.
내가 죽기까지 못해. 그렇게 하고 싶은데 안 돼. 그러려면 욕심도 다 버리고
Who is this?
모든 욕심 다 버려. 천진무구한 세계로 들어가야지. 그러니까 나는 그렇게 하고 싶은데 왜 안 되는 거예요. 근데 죽을 때까지 그렇게 해보려고 노력을 해야지. 그게 인간의 목적인 것 같아.
I need to know who. Man, shuts up. I need to know who or what Yun is. What is Yun? Who is Yun? Who? He said he always said. Who is he? Who is he talking about? Who is Yun? And what is Yun? Wait, hold up. Cloud. Like clouded. Yun. It also kind of sounds like young, but I don't think that's the intention. Maybe that I'm reaching. Like, it's like a homonym for young, like somebody he would use to look up to, who's criticizing him. And he would see his vision is cloudy because he doesn't see like what he saw. So that would be the homonym metaphor, Yun and Young. But I could be reaching, man. Like, my mind's thinking. I wrote some shit down, man. You know, as we all know, in hip hop, there's a lot of xenophobia with well, let's just say include this as well. There's a lot of hate. Well, not hate. There's a lot of saying that white people are guests in hip hop. The majority of it is black culture or whatever we call it about. Let's not get too offended about using that black or whatever fucking term it is, bro. It started. The majority of people invested in hip hop are of a, how do you say this, bro? African American skin tone, like without offending everybody. Like, you know, y'all know what I mean, right? That is a thing, yeah. But that doesn't mean that other artists, that other people who don't have that skin color or who are white or who are fucking Caucasian or Asian can't be a part of it or can't be as invested or can't attribute to the culture, because being hip hop, living, breathing hip hop, being rap, as in, and I'm saying being, not being a rapper, being rap, being that, being part of the thing. Sure, be perceived as a guest. Who gives a fuck? As long as you know what you're good at, as long as you know where you belong, right? As long as you attribute to the culture while respecting the culture. Yeah? As long as you provide value to the culture. And I gotta say, man, this, like, fuck xenophobia, fuck any type of racism and discrimination, fuck all of that shit. Yeah? Let's put that shit aside. Fuck the discrimination, fuck it. This is hip hop to the core. Like, how much does RM need to prove more that he is hip hop, that he is rap, he is hip hop? How much does he need to? He breathes that shit. He started underground. Like, you know, okay, he's an idol. So fucking what, bro? He's still a legit fucking MC. He's a lyricist. He's a poet. He has all the goddamn elements of being hip hop more than a lot of hip hop artists nowadays. This man is hip hop. You can't prove me wrong. That is a fucking objective fact. This dude is hip hop. This is hip hop to the core. And this provides value to the genre. And what I like about this as well, and this is a similar thing that J-Hope has done, which I haven't talked about before, is the style that they chose. Stylistically, this is a very hip-hop based track. Now, BTS did this a lot, but now with the solo projects, RM is doing it single-handedly, well, with the help of ERYKAH BADU, but I'm assuming he reached out to ERYKAH BADU to chose to have a pioneer of hip-hop, neo, soul, R&B, all of that with him to show his young audience, because RM, look, majority, I'd say in general, the audience of BTS is relatively young, and with the relatively young, I mean, they grow up with them, but still, I'd say the fan base is teens, 20s, like majority of it. And perhaps some people, because, you know, they age with them, are already early 30s, mid 30s. And I'm not excluding, before people, let me explain what it means in general. In general does not mean that there's no exceptions. Of course, there are people who are fan of RM, 60 plus, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, I don't know, probably, right? Yeah, of course, I'm not excluding that, but I'm saying in general, right? An exception does not disprove the rule. In general, the fan base, it is safe to say that the fan base of BTS and RM is relatively young. There's nothing wrong with that. To be fair, I think 30 is young. Like, that's my perspective. Well, maybe because I'm nearing 30. Hey, no old man jokes. Huh? Go ahead. Light me up. I don't give a fuck. So what I like doing, and this is something I see other artists do as well, like forever, whenever Eminem, I mention Eminem, not comparing him, so don't get hurt. But I mention Eminem because I studied Eminem a lot. Whenever he goes on stage and performs, he's not wearing like some fashion shit. He's like wearing a t-shirt of Tribe Called Quest. And some of y'all are like, who the hell is that? Exactly. And some of Eminem fans are like, who the hell is Tribe Called Quest? Well, he wears this to show you like, yo, check out this group. In a way, that's his message. Maybe one day somebody will see a group on Eminem performing live and they will go check out that group in their own spare time and was like, yo, Eminem was wearing this on a concert. Let me check them out. And they might fall in love with that and they get more invested in the culture in a way that is also attributing to the culture, which is, just to be fair, just making good music, right? And the culture is hip hop, in very particular hip hop. The fact that RM, so why I'm saying that is the fact that RM, the sound in this is very hip-hop-esque. It's old school hip-hop-esque. This could have been an ERYKAH BADU song with an RM feature that would have released 20 years ago. This fits in that timeline, and this is quite timeless. This is something that sounds like it could have been released in the late 90s, early 2000s, perhaps even mid-90s, right? But it would still be relevant to this day because of how good it is. If music is good, it's still good. Yesterday, I was listening to Aerosmith. The song Dream On, I was singing that shit in the shower, bro. Dream On. When did that shit come out? The 70s, bro? 80s? I don't remember. I'm not going to sing. Dream On. Stop. Stop. Damn, vocal line. Good music is timeless. That's my point as well. But the fact that he is using his platform, using his voice to not just make good music, not just make art that he believes is art, because he's very artistic. I see him posted up in the museums a lot. Artistic, creative mind. He's a Picasso of this generation, in my opinion. But he is collaborating with all of these OG artists, like with the lady from the Cherry rock band, right? Alternative rock band from the previous, from the music video we just checked out. And now with ERYKAH BADU, he is in a way, because he is popping right now. He's extremely famous right now. He's at the top of the world. He's giving shine to OGs, while like giving them their roses, their flowers, their acknowledgement, appreciation, and asking them, look, could you be part of my project, my art, and I want you to paint on my canvas so we can make art together. And that is attributing to the culture and showing your young audience, your young fan base, hey, take a look into ERYKAH BADU's music, you'll like it. And I agree with that a lot. Like, I can't push this narrative any more than I can, because like I try to do this as well whenever I'm live streaming or whatever. How many times have I put on a Belgian artist like a Tourist LAMC, like my favorite Belgian rapper? How many times have I put on Stromae? Formidable. How many times have I put on Yellow Wolf because he's in my top 5 artists of all time? How many times have I put on a song of Kasky because I genuinely fuck with it, right? Like that's what it's about. You have to share these things and share your preferences, this and that. And I like that he's doing that. And I've been going on a rant for way too long. Let's run it back, dive into the lyrics, because at the first listen, I was listening to the style, because this one was funky, bro. There's a lot of soul in this. Arm's got a lot of soul. That pun intended. Did you get it? Who's talking? Is that like his dad or something?
신선미 진실하다는 진짜 착한 소리라고 아름다운 게요. 근데 내 생각에는 진 하나만 가지면 다 해결돼.
Fuck the trendsetter, I'ma turn back the time, far too.
And he says it, bro. Fuck the trendsetter. Fuck the new wave. Fuck the trap. Fuck the mumble. Fuck the. I took the walk to Poland. Fuck that shit. I mean, I like the song. It's kind of catchy. It's like a guilty pleasure. You know, you got like that one type of chocolate that actually nasty, but you eat it in secrecy because it's pretty good, but you feel bad after it. Yeah, that's that song for me. It's like, damn, fuck, I really like that song. Fuck it, like what you like. But I'm playing around. But he's back when I was 9. Fuck the trendsetter. I'm bringing y'all this old school hip hop. I like that. Fuck all of that shit. I like it when they say fuck that, because that's just my motto in life. Fuck that.
내 생각에는 진 하나만 가지면 다 해결돼.
Fuck the trendsetter, I'ma turn back the time. Back the time, far to when I was 9. 좋은 것과 아닌 것밖에 없던 그때 차라리 그때가 더 인간이었던 듯해. 이쪽 저쪽에서 받았던 손가락질들이 이젠 가야 할 곳이라며 저 산을 가리키지.
For a lot of people, being an adult is reminiscing on when they were a child and cherishing things that make them reminisce about when they were a child, which in a lot of times is nostalgia. Music that helps them feel nostalgia and remember and reminisce about the past. Like when you were a kid and you were growing up listening to a certain song, Dream On, for example, for me. You cherish that song more than you would cherish a song that you would hear for the first time when you were an adult, and it is, you know, objectively as good or better. You still cherish that one song. It reminds you of the past. It reminds you of when you were a child, you know, when life was easier for a lot of people. And that is very true. When you're a child, everything's easier. You don't understand shit. You just kind of just going with the flow, you know? And if you have a decent or good upbringing, it's pretty good. And then you grow up and you realize the adult life is quite hard. It's a lot of hardship, but that's what life is, man. Life ain't fair. Life is suffering. You got to get through this shit, right? So don't be stuck in a victim mentality, guys. You know, face your adversity, handle your shit, do what needs to be done. Be disciplined, do what needs to be done. I work out every fucking morning. I don't want to do it. I worked out this morning. I didn't want to do it. Did it. And now I'm here and I'm like, yeah, I'm able to tell you I worked out this morning. And it's a good thing because it makes me awake. It makes me feel better. There's so many benefits to working out and shit. I'm getting very deep on this channel, man, lately. I don't mind it. He's kind of pointing to that. We're saying there were only good and bad things. I think I was more human back then. Now it's just so complicated. Now everything's so complicated. And the thing is as well, I see RM as a scholar in a way. He is a student of life. I really see him that way through his poetic music, especially during his maturing phase, whatever that is. I think people keep maturing, but he has matured a lot, especially taking on the responsibility of a leader of the group and being one of the elder members. Well, he's kind of in the middle. The more knowledgeable you are, the more knowledge you gain, the more complicated it gets. The more understanding you have of things in life, the more you think, you overthink everything. And in a way, the more you start to understand things, the more you know about things, the less joy there is with a lot of things. And I think a lot of people can relate to this. And that's what makes it now a lot harder or a lot less enjoyable. Not saying there's no joy, but I'm saying it's less enjoyable because you know so much. You understand so much about everything, about the world, about anything. Compared to when you were a child, shit was simple, bro.
가야 할 곳이라며 저 산을 가리키지. That's where you belong. Or you gon' be alone.
You gonna belong in the mountains, bro. You belong in the top.
If 뭣도 아닌 그 지심들을 고집하면은 팀 빠진 넌 사실 뭣도 아니야. 너는 고속도로서 오솔길로 가려 해. 너는 그냥 내 말 좀 들어. 그러다 따이러.
Rhyming, bro. I'm not gonna like break it down because there's gonna be a long reaction, but there's a lot of there's a lot of multi-syllabic rhyming. What does that mean? Because some people don't understand it, which is fine. He rhymes multiple syllables. Like it's reoccurring syllable patterns that are rhyming. And the thing he's doing in this one is it's not necessarily specifically structured in a typical A-B scheme or A-A-B-B scheme or A-A-A scheme, where it's like always the same cadence, this and that. A thing with a beat like this, it's so old school. It's kind of the flow is, what he's saying literally here, you go with the flow, and it's fucking true. On a beat like this, you're just flowing. Like you're just rhythm playing, flowing. Because that's what this beat feels like. It's like it's wavy. It's like you're drifting away in the ocean, just going with the currents. Bro, we getting deep on this channel, man.
그랬듯 you go with the flow, you get better. Fuck that shit, 에뜨랑제 lifestyle.
What is 에뜨랑제? Y'all gotta let me know.
나의 자리는 경계선의 pipeline.
That was a disaster waiting to happen, bro. So pipeline, a pipeline is like a structure that is built into that transport water or to make sure water goes from point A to point B, or to manually modify the structure. Let's put it like that, right? When he's saying go with the flow, he says fuck that. My instead of going with the flow, playing on the river scheme or just like let nature take its course or whatever, let it go with whatever it is. He says fuck that. My place is a pipeline of boundaries. It's not like that.
여전히 난 허락되지 않는 꿈을 꿔 아무도 보지 않는 춤을 춰.
I have dreams that I'm not allowed to have. Is this perhaps him talking about growing up hip-hop, wanting to be a rapper and having people around him telling him to do different this and that, and he's like, look, I don't want to, and he's talking about the go with the flow, as in go with the flow, study, you know, get a degree, get a job, as in like fit into society, get a house, build a family. He's like, fuck that, I don't want to do that. It's different. I have a different pipeline. Like, it's different pipeline of boundaries, but I want to do this rapper shit. And then eventually, without him knowing it, without him it initially being his goal, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, becoming an idol, which was not his intention at first. It was more like becoming a rapper. He did both, by the way. He's a successful rapper and he's a successful. Whoa, hey, successful idol, successful rapper. God damn. Oh shit. Wait, yes. Let's continue this reaction. I had a package.
You keep the silence for you do something now. Yeah, yeah. You be a human till the death of you down.
What does that mean? Like, you be a human till the death of you, as in be real and accept that you're mortal? Because it's very real thing to say, till the death of you. In a way, it's saying you just be authentic, just try to be the best human you can be, or just remember that you're mortal. Like, this is the memento mori thing that I preach a lot. Like, they're saying, like, remember death, remember that you're not indestructible, that one day you will die, and accept that it's a reality, you know?
I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world.
He repeats the rhyme scheme, the rhymes pattern, not scheme, the rhyme pattern from the first one. For I do some art. Wait, hold on. 134. This what I mean. Some don't get it. Fuck the trendsetter. I'ma turn back the time, far to when I was 9. And then here, I wanna be a human, for I do some art. It's a cruel word, but there's gonna be my part. So it's a similar, it's not exactly alike, but it's a very similar way to just start it off with the triple syllable rhyme scheme reoccurring. I'm getting too deep technical on this.
Cruel world, but this gon' be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness.
Oh, it's like
I wanna
a
be a
bridge.
human before I do some art. It's a cruel
It's a bridge. I thought it was the second verse. It's a bridge, right?
world, but this gon' be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness. 그는 말했지 늘 먼저 사람이 되라. 예술할 생각 말고 놀아. 느껴 희노애락. What it did with the technique.
Is he talking about Nas? Is he talking about Nas? Because Nas is I think Nas is his favorite rapper, right? Is he talking about Nas? Because that's like I'm trying to like connect the dots here, but I'm not sure who he's talking about. It could be like his father or a big brother or whatever, right? I don't know. Y'all gotta let me know who it is, man.
Now you can feel my madness. 그는 말했지 늘 먼저 사람이 되라. 예술할 생각 말고 놀아. 느껴 희노애락. What it did with
Feel it. Oh, bro, that's like a saying of somebody showed me this recently. Coincidentally, I saw it. Feel everything and then be very deliberate with what you choose to show. However, with art, it's a different thing. Because let's say if you're going towards, which is what I'm trying to do, going towards the entrepreneurial lane, right? More the business perspective of things. You have to be very stoic, assertive, and dominant. Because that's just the way it is, right? You have to be extremely deliberate with what you show. But also doing these reactions and making music myself, art is emotion, right? So whatever emotion you're feeling, you portray, you put it on your notepad, you write it, or you think about it, and you make music to the right beat, or you compose something, you produce something. It's the same way an artist paints on their canvas, right? Whatever you're feeling at that moment is going to be put to your work. It's going to be your craft. It's going to be your finished product, right? And as a singer, rapper, painter, artist, writer, whatever, the more emotional you are, as in the more you feel, the better your art's going to be in most of the cases. Like a lot of rappers specifically, I know a lot about rap, very monotone sounding rappers you heard it like at a certain time, it's very like stoic, this and that, but after a while they fall off because there's nothing new. There's no like, I'm gonna give an example, and this is not to throw shade at the rapper. I like his music. The Baby fucking fell off. Blueface fell off, like, because it's always the same shit. If you don't find ways to reinvent yourself, if you don't find ways to express yourself in a different way or use emotions, and you're just cold as shit, eventually you're gonna have nothing else to talk about. It's just gonna sound the same. An artist that is doing it incredibly well, like we know RM and the gang do it incredibly well. An artist that I just personally want to give props to, that is doing it incredibly well, that like reinvented himself or pours even more emotion into his music, is Quadeca. His last project, incredible. I just wanted to say that. Another artist I want to just give roses to in a way is Kasky. I love Kasky's work. His last album was incredible. And one of my favorites, Yellow Wolf. I've said this a couple times before. See, man, I'm showing love to all these artists, man. And of course, these two on my screen, they're doing it too, man.
Techniques, what it did with the skills, what it did with all the words in your lyrics that you.
There we go. What is it with the techniques? What is it with the skills? What is it with all the words in your lyrics you can't feel? I'm guilty of this too. Very superficial rhyming, but sometimes it's fun. You're just honing your penmanship. You're just rhyming some insane shit. I keep spraying. I keep laying it. God damn it, I'm manic with its beats. You can't handle the animal ambitions. Damn it, I'm on a mission. I'm stranded here without a transmission to send it to the people. You are my equal, but I keep. See, even that has a meaning. It's like I'm freestyling wild until I'm senile, and then lay down the pen. Spray around with them. You're just saying shit like this is just some whack ass freestyle, but that's kind of what it is when you're shout out to Nas. This shit is illmatic. Sit still, damn it, I can't. It's a bad habit. I'm straight spazzing on this beat. I'm a manic. To rapping, I'm an addict. I'm an automatic stick. That's what I'm like talking about. It's not talking about anything, but it's just in a way freestyling. Just talking about nothing, but just showing off your lyrical skill. And in a way, he's saying this like, okay, yeah, that's cool and all that, but what are you gonna do? And this is the person, like the older brother or the older man or whatever, talking to RM. That's all cool rapping like that, but what are you actually saying? Like, it's cool to be able to do that, but what message are you portraying? What do you have to say? What do you have to share? What value do you bring to the world instead of just rapping? And it's something I've learned over time as well. Like, I need to put some deeper messages into my music. It's also more fulfilling than just rapping. But sometimes I just like to have fun and rap.
Can feel. 나 단순히 말한 진리가 뭔지 몰라 다만 그저 찾아가는 예우이 나.
And his ignorant self, I don't know what you're talking about. Just my speed and direction on the way. Flowing, rap.
속도와 방향일대, but to me you the fucking contemporary. 여전히 이곳에 살아서 흘러 permanently. 이 모든 경계 위에 선자들에게 반드시 보내야만 했던 나의 밤을 건네. 반짝이는 불꽃은 언젠가 땅으로. 카이사르의 것은 카이사르로. 시커먼.
Kaiser is Kaiser. Caesar Kaiser. A blackened heart, he writes a poem on top of the ashes, the life that went back and forth. Dark, poetic, dark rhymes. We like those. But I'm not too sure. Maybe it's the translation. I'm not too sure exactly what he's saying. Maybe he's just calling what it is, exactly what it is.
뻑했한 심장 쇠를 뿌린 그 위에 시리스 내 사선을 오갔던 생과 당신이 마침내 이 땅에 남긴 것들에게 나 역시 그저 좀 더 나은 어른이게.
The silence, for you do something now.
Beautiful.
Yeah. You be a human till the death of you now. Yeah.
I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but this gon' be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness. I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but this gon' be my part.
True beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness. Yeah. Sometimes as an artist you go insane. This is very true. Like, as an artist you go through, it's like Deep Your Iron says, when you are in this extremely emotional state, you create the best art. He created the best things when he was extremely fucked up emotionally, like going through shit. And in a way, he uses it to his advantage to make amazing music. but it is very detrimental. It's very, very unhealthy. It's very bad for you. It fucks you up. So it is madness. Sometimes, like, the best art is created through fucking madness. And that's like when you relate to something, let's say, that is extremely sad or just extremely powerful in a way, uplifting, sad storytelling, you know, heartbreak, depression, dealing with death, and you relate to it to a point where you're on the verge of tears or you are crying because it's just so deep, and you fall in love with the music and you relate so much to the artist, because I believe one of the best bonds you could possibly have with an artist, even an artist that has never seen you or doesn't know you about your existence, is through pain. And a lot of artists share it that way. That artist is sharing you a piece of his or her madness.
Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness.
내가 죽기까지 못해. 그렇게 하고 싶은데 안 돼.
Who is this talking?
욕심도 다 버리고
Who is this?
모든 욕심 다 버려. 천진무구한 세계로 들어가야지. 그러니까 그건 나는 그렇게 하고 싶은데 왜 안 되는 거예요. 근데 죽을 때까지 그렇게 해보려고 노력을 해야지. 그게 인간의 목적인 것 같아.
Tick tock, tick tock. Go my home, my home. Please don't